back to check on the bull calves and their dams. We have them back here in the woods to keep them separate from the heifer calves that could start cycling anytime, so that the heifers don't get bred before they should. So we have them in this wood lot back here feeding them hay. I just want to make sure that they've got enough hay. It looks like they still have hay. That bale was put in there, I think 2 days ago. It's a second or third cutting bale. So that's all they're getting back here is some good hay and their mama's milk. We'll probably wean them off. I'm thinking late February. See who makes the final cut as far as breeding prospects to sell. As far as the bull calves, cows are still in good flesh. It tends to be pretty wet back here, but back in the woods, they have access to the woods. It's drier back here, and actually you can see that most of them are back here on the high ground, bed down. Bumpy. How you guys doing? What's going on, 80J? There's our herd bull Y. We just call him Y because he's from the Y herd. And he's sitting out there with an SAV cow. Another gray, damp day. I think I might actually finally go get a haircut today. Not a very good day for getting much done outside, so might as well get something accomplished. I'm overdue for a haircut. Here's Fort Piggy back here that we use for sorting the pigs at the end of the pig growing season, which usually come September and October. You see the volunteer oats in there from dumping pig food in there to lure them in. Looking nice and green. Guess we haven't had a hard enough freeze yet to kill the oats. We've definitely had temperatures down in the lower 20s, but apparently not enough to kill the oats yet. Big old white oak here. It's probably on its last leg. Hopefully the rest of it doesn't split off and take out the deer stand. You can see that one limb there that's probably 8 years ago already. That almost took out the stand. Supposed to be a couple more hunters coming hunting this week, but I haven't heard anything else out of them what day they want to come, so we'll see if they show up. I think Thursday I might get out again. I went out for like 2 hours the one day. I could have taken a doe, but didn't really feel like it. Somebody's getting a drink. Somebody's itching their butt. Big butt at that. We'll head back up to the barn and see how the wood chip pile's doing. I know there was a bunch of them bedded out there this morning. Take a look at it. Somebody was down there at the spring getting a drink. She's done. Definitely working kind of how I pictured. They're choosing to come out here to lay down rather than, you know, laying anywhere up around where they feed, because it's the manure really accumulates up there. Plus with this damp weather, it just doesn't, the moisture just doesn't evaporate out of the bedding in there. When it gets cold and dry, it really wicks the moisture out, and it's definitely better. But these guys have figured out where the good spot is to sit now. And like I said yesterday, that's probably a warm bed to sit on, especially in the deeper spots. I'll bet you if I went in there and started digging into the pile, especially where 1403, you see she's up on that kind of a high mound. I'll bet you that's all heated underneath of her. Actually, I'll dig into...
You can hold that?
I got it. Yeah, it's warm in there. You can see the steam. I don't know if you picked that up on the... Yeah, I think it's picking it up. You can see the heat coming out of there.
Look at the top.
Oh, yeah. You can see it coming. I must have just created a chimney effect or something. The air pushing up through it. So I didn't notice that when we walked down here. But they're basically laying on a heated mattress.
You can hear her sounds of contentment.
Yeah. That's 1842. She's out of SAV Sensation and a SAV Blackbird 3704. She was an embryo transfer from out in South Dakota. They seem pretty content. Yeah, she's been a good cow, but she didn't have a calf this year, but she is pregnant this year. I had a flush mate of hers. That was a bull. That bull weaned at 8 months at like 840 pounds. I got him as embryos off of Dan Davenport in South Dakota. He, for the most part, has all SAV cows that he flushes. And for the most part, that's largely what our genetics are. Last year we introduced a bull from the Y herd, more moderate frame, compact type of animal. Like that's a Y heifer right there, stand broadside. I registered her. She is going to join the herd. I registered a handful of the heifers, the best ones I thought would make good additions, and then the rest will go on feed for our freezer beef. And here comes Jill. Jill's our original registered Black Angus. Bought her as a bred 2-year-old in early 2016. She is out of a final answer cow, and her sire is Duff New Edition, but
Who is she out of?
the bull,
Yeah.
she's out of Duff New Edition.
And the dam?
The dam's out of SAV final answer. But she is now, yeah, she's a 9-year-old, almost 10. We've got several of her daughters, granddaughters, and I think even at this point, a great, yeah, actually that heifer I just showed you, that would be a great granddaughter that we're keeping. So she's had a heavy influence on our cow herd. That is a nice heifer right there. You can hear the sounds of contentment. You couldn't stand up to do that? No? You're content, aren't you? All right, once again, thanks for watching today.